Hey everybody, how's it going? It's a happy Tuesday morning. Hey, I want to talk with you guys real quick about the post that I put up on my Facebook and my Instagram with the picture of the lifeguard about the swimming incident out of the lake there at the music festival. Blown away by the response and the comments and everything. And I just want to say, from reading some of the comments and stuff like that, I'm not this kind of hero, not even looking to, and don't even like that. I mean, it's just, it wasn't like I was David Hasselhoff on fucking Baywatch or something like that. And I went back and read the post, and maybe it kind of sounds like that. That's the picture that it painted, like I, ran out and just, no. And I have a lot of the times in my word recollection and stuff of getting things out of how I'm trying to say, maybe that doesn't come across the same word, but the incident happened, but I want to paint a clearer picture on exactly what happened. So there's not like this, David Hasselhoff freaking image of me or anything. And as far as like my recon buddy, LeJudas, said if I was still on active duty, he put me up for, and I appreciate that and stuff like that. But you know what, man? This isn't the kind of thing that needs medals. This is just being a good person. I mean, it shouldn't be something that gets a medal for it. I mean, it should just be common, I would think. I mean, I know it's not. Fucking common sense isn't even common. But anyways, the thing that happened at the lake, there was a group of guys and girls there. I'm going to say mid-20s to early 30s, in that range. And they were having a good time and everything. They were out swimming. They were about 75, 85 yards from shore. Out there swimming and stuff, and one of them, like I said, they had a big raft, a big round raft thing that a lot of them were in and everything. One of them, he wasn't the one that had the let's just say that went down, that had the reaction to whatever, sun, dehydration, whatever. Wasn't in the raft, he was in the water, swimming and screwing around and whatnot and having a good time. Went into, I guess, a seizure. Just fucking locked up and just started this and everything else. And one of their buddies that was with them, from talking with him later, actually I think was a lifeguard at one point or had some skills and things like that. They got him into the raft and were yelling for help and stuff like that. And then the guy that was a lifeguard or whatever, well, I'll get back to that later. So, and they were yelling for help and everything else. And so they were coming in, when I finally pulled my head on my ass, said, no, these guys are serious, they really need help. And went out there, because, I mean, everybody, there's music going on, everything else. There was no lifeguard on duty at the time. The lifeguard didn't even show up until after the medics got there. And then they maybe thought, well, we should have a lifeguard down here. I went out to where they were trying to get him in on the raft, and they were all like in the raft and paddling with their hands and stuff like that, which was getting it there, I guess, but it was slowly, and this guy needed to be getting there a little bit quicker. I met them, about 20 or 30 yards off the shoreline. Looked up in the raft, assessed the guy, and everything else. He wasn't breathing. Did a look, listen, and feel. He was kind of twitching and shit, and eyes were fucking crazy. Grabbed the raft. Alonzo's asking, how'd you... Grabbed the raft, one arm over the side, fucking combat side stroke, started going in with him. Got him in where I could stand up, fucking yanked him in the rest of the way. Pulled the raft up, just like we would have a Zode or whatever. Got him some room in the raft, laid him out, cleared him out, cleared his airway and everything, tilted his head back and stuff. Got him breathing again, coming through, and he's responded and stuff. About this time, the medics were coming. They were on a four. I could look up and see them coming on a four-wheeler, one of those little Ranger things. He started responding and whatnot. I got him talking. He knew his name, and he knew how many fingers I was holding up. Didn't know where the fuck he was or who anybody else was, his friends or anything else. You know, just kind of just wild-eyed and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. And then the medics came and took over and stuff. I don't know that it was that big. Maybe it was. I mean, like I said, he wasn't breathing, but it's not like I did mouth-to-mouth CPR on him or anything. I freaking tilted his head back and everything, cleared, made sure his airway, and when I did that, because I think the way that they had him bunched up in the raft too didn't help, but they were doing what they could. They were panicking and stuff. I saw his buddy at or I saw them all the next night at one of the shows, and he was there as well, having a good time, and I was glad that they were all partying together, and they all kept coming up to me and giving me hugs and stuff. And his one buddy that I was talking about a minute ago that had lifeguard training and stuff, came up to me and like several times and gave me a hug and just, I mean, basically had tears in his eyes. And I guess I kind of do a little bit right now. Maybe it's a bigger deal than I thought. I don't know. But was like, man, I know CPR. I know how to do this and that and everything else. He's like, I was the one that was like, let's get him in the raft. But then when I found out he wasn't breathing, so I just freaked out and locked up. He's like, I froze. And I was scared that my friend just died and I couldn't do it, and I just froze. So I guess that's one thing that I guess, if anything, to take from this is, you know, a mind frame, to not hesitate, to rehearse enough so that your immediate action drills or your muscle memory takes over. I know mindset's just a big part of it. Yeah. So, but anyways, I'm getting off anyway. But I just want to let you guys know, it wasn't like a David Hasselhoff type of deal. I'm not a freaking hero or anything. I just did what any of you guys would have done. And going back and reading it, I was like, it kind of sounds like I may have went, you know. No, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Was the guy in trouble? Yeah, he was in trouble. Well, am I glad that I went? Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that he's okay. But I'm not a fucking hero or anything like that. So I just wanted to clear that up about how it happened or whatnot and everything. I just don't want any misconceptions, construed ideas. I'm not David Hasselhoff. They're not bringing Baywatch back. Yeah. Anyways, hope you guys had a great weekend, had a safe weekend. Hope you have an excellent day, and we'll talk with you later. Bye.